We are going to add a page to your website and then place it here in your main menu. So let's go up here and click this little wrench icon in the top left-hand corner of our screen. And I'm going to click User Menu, which will reveal our menu. And then I'm going to go to Add Page. What we're going to do is we're going to give our page a title. And let's say Faith Formation. And then we can type whatever we'd like here in the body of the page. I'm going to go ahead and just put some dummy text in here just to show what it could be like. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could put a banner up at the top here. Let me go ahead and choose a banner. I'm going to click Open File Browser, and I'm going to go to Banners. And I'm going to choose a banner here. So let me go ahead and choose Hands Holding Up Bibles. And I'm going to click Select here. Okay, so here's the banner that's just been uploaded. And I'm just going to scroll down here, and down at the very bottom we can choose which blocks are going to display. So let's go ahead and maybe we can put contact information for actually let's put contact information in the right sidebar. And let's move, navigation is automatically in the left sidebar, let's just leave it there. And let's go ahead and go down to the bottom here and just click Publish to publish our page to our website. And after we do that, our page has been published. Here's the banner that we selected. Here's our title. Here's the text of the web page. Here is the contact information over in the right sidebar. And the navigation block is not in the left sidebar because we haven't placed this in our main menu yet. So there's no way really for people to get to our page. I mean, they could search our website to find our page, but we want to place this page in the main menu. And there's two ways to do that. Let's go ahead and click Edit to edit our page. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to Menu Settings. We're going to click on Menu Settings, and we're going to provide a menu link. And let's go ahead and let's call it Faith Formation, and the parent item, let's put it under About. And then we'll click Save. So now that we've placed this page under About, it'll display here in our main menu, and then we'll see our navigation over here in the left sidebar will show our page, which we're on, alongside the other menu items that are under About. We can go and we can edit this page, and we can place navigation over in this right sidebar. And we can do that by scrolling down to Blocks to Display and just dragging navigation over to the right sidebar. Let's put it underneath contact information. Go down here and click Save. And now navigation is over here on the right. Now let's say we want to move Faith Formation out from underneath About. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on this wrench icon, and I'm going to go to Main Menu. Now here I can drag Faith Formation out from under About to make it a top level menu item. And I could even drag it up here above About so it'll display between Home and About. So let's go ahead and click Save Configuration. And now that main menu item appears up here between Home and About. And I could drag it down here and click Save Configuration to move it from here to here. And so there it is, it's been moved over. Now let's say I wanted to go and edit my page. There's two ways I could do that. I could go to the page and click the Edit tab at the top of the page right here, or I can go up and click on this wrench icon and go to Manage Content to see all the content on my site at once, and I can go and click Edit over here. If I'd like to unpublish this page, I can do that by checking this checkbox next to Faith Formation and clicking Unpublish Content. Now the content will still exist on my site, it just won't be published. So I can see it, and I can edit it, and I can manage it, but it just won't be visible to anonymous users. So now it's been unpublished, and I can still see it up here in the main menu. But if I log out down here, then this will disappear. It won't be accessible to non-administrators or people who don't have the ability to to edit the website. So I'm going to go ahead and republish it real quick. And then that will make it visible to anybody and everybody who is visiting my website. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to place an image inside of my page. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and click Edit next to Faith Formation. Let's scroll down here and let's place our mouse cursor right here at the very beginning of our page. Let's go ahead and insert an image here into our page. So I'm going to click this little image icon up here in our toolbar, and this will open up an image editor. Now, if you have an image on the internet that you'd like to just pull in immediately, let's say you have a URL to an image, you could just paste that in here. But let's say we want to upload an image from our computer to the server, to our website, and display it. So we want to upload it from our computer. So I'm going to click on Browse Server here. And we can see what we currently have on the server. We can go to our Uploads folder, and we can see that we already have an image of a monstrance. We can click on banners, and we have these banners here. I'm going to go to our Uploads folder, and I'm going to click Upload to upload a new photo from our computer. And I'm going to click Choose File. So I'm going to go here to some stock photos that I have, and I'm going to choose an image here that I have. Here's an image of a Catholic school child. I'm going to click Open. Then I'm going to click Upload. This is going to upload the image from my computer to the website. And once this is complete, I'm going to click this little X box here to close this box. We'll see a preview of the image right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, I could resize it if I'd like to. I could crop it. Let me go ahead and crop it. I'm going to click Crop. And I can go down here and I can recrop this image, if I wanted to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel out a crop here. But that's just an example of how you could crop an image if you'd like to, or resize it. I could even delete it if I wanted to. I could create a new subdirectory if I wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and click Insert File. There we go. So that brings in that image. Let's go ahead and click OK here. And now we have the image of the Catholic school child, which is quite big. It's really big, and I want to resize this and align it over here to the right of our page so the text wraps around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this image to bring up our image dialog. I'm going to change the width here. Right now it's 566 pixels wide. I'm going to change that to 200 pixels wide. And I'm going to align it to the right. And I'm going to click OK. There we go. So now we have a resized image that looks more appropriate, and it's floating over to the right. So let's go down here and click Save for our page. And here's our page. Now notice that the navigation block has disappeared because Faith Formation is its own top-level menu item. Now let's say we had something like ministries, and then we had underneath ministries we had Faith Formation, and then we had other ministries below that. Then those would appear here in a navigation block. But because it's a top-level menu item, there is no navigation block. So let's go ahead and click Edit on our page here. Let's go ahead and further edit our page. And we're going to scroll down here, and we can format this text. So I can select some text here, and I can make it bold. Let's say I'd like to make a link here. So I could say, visit Catholic Answers. And I want to link the words Catholic Answers to Catholic.com. So I can just select those words there. I can click this link toolbar icon. And I can type in the URL here, Catholic.com. And hit OK. And that will now link the words Catholic Answers to Catholic.com. Now let's say we have a map and directions page here. So if I wanted to give people a link to map and directions, I could say view map and directions. And let's say I wanted to link the words map and directions to our map and directions page. There's a quick and easy way to do that. I can select these words, and then I can use a separate toolbar icon up here called Link It. If I hover my mouse cursor over it, you'll see the word Link It. When I click that toolbar icon, I can search for content on my website. So I'm going to type in the word map. And that'll bring up map and directions. It'll show any content on our site where the title of the content includes the word map. So I'm going to go ahead and click on map and directions. Then I'm going to click insert link. And now the words view map and directions or map and directions is now linking to this page, map and directions. That's a really quick and easy way to link to other content. Let's say I'd like to embed a YouTube video in my page. So I want to embed that YouTube video right here. Let's go ahead and find a YouTube video we'd like to embed. So here's a YouTube video where we have Father Robert Barron commenting on Dumbed Down Catholicism. This is a great lecture he gave at the Los Angeles Religious Education Congress about religious education. And so let's go ahead and click on share, and we have this and we can click on embed, and we have this embed code for this video. I'm just going to right click on that and click copy. I'm going to go back to our page, and I'm going to click this toolbar icon called Embed Media. And here you can embed any sort of media with any embed code. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste in our YouTube embed code and hit OK. And that'll create a little placeholder here where our YouTube video will reside. So let's go down and click Save for our page. And here we go. Here's our YouTube video, which has been brought in from YouTube. Here's our link to map and directions, our link to Catholic Answers, our image up here. Let's go ahead and further edit our page. Now let's go ahead and give our page an easy to find URL. Up here at the top of our web browser, we have our development URL, mel.web02.org. This will change when we launch your website, so this will be at your domain name that you currently own, and then slash, and then let's give it a unique identifier. It's called an alias. So let's go down here to URL path settings, and right now this page resides at mel.web02.org/faith-formation. That's automatically generated using the title of the page. Let's go down here and uncheck generate automatic URL alias, and let's just change this to faith, and then click save. And that'll place this page at mel.web02.org/faith. So you can maybe, if you're writing an email to somebody and you want them to find this page, instead of saying go to our website and go to the main menu and click on faith formation, you can just give them this URL. You can give them whatever your domain name is going to be. So let's say stmelcatholicchurch.com/faith. So you can send that in an email, or you could put that in your bulletin. This is a way to give people a really quick and easy way to access a particular web page on your site. Let's go back and edit our page again. Now let's say we'd like to upload a PDF document and allow people to download that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a link right here. We're going to say something like, view our policies by clicking on this link, which will download a PDF document. And then you could maybe make this the link. Or you could reword this. You could say something like, view our policies. And then just say this is a PDF document, just to let people know that that's what they're going to be viewing. And then you could highlight these words and make this a link to a PDF document. So the way we get that PDF document from our computer up onto our website is to scroll down here to upload files. What we want to do here is we want to upload a file from our computer. So we're going to click on Choose File, and we're going to choose a PDF document from our computer, and we're going to click Open, and then we're going to click Upload. So this will upload a PDF document, which right now is just called sample.pdf. And let's go ahead and leave this display box checked over here next to the file. And let's just leave everything the way it is and click Save. Now, these words, view our policies PDF document, this doesn't link to anything yet. This is just text I typed on my page. But if we scroll down to the bottom of our page, we'll see that file, sample.pdf. Because we had a display, that we had that checkbox checked, it displays on our page down below our content. Let's go and edit our page again. Now let's go down here and we could change the words for how it's displayed. We could say, view our policies. And so now the word is changed, view our policies. But let's say we don't want to have this display down here at all. Rather, we'd like to have our custom text that we typed up here linked to that PDF document. So we're going to go down here and we're going to uncheck this checkbox under display. So we won't have it display. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to take this text right here, view our policies. Let me go ahead and cut that. Go ahead and get that, take that out. We'll put it to our clipboard and we'll just type in that right here. We'll say view our policies. We're going to click this insert button right here. And that insert button will insert whatever text we type right here, and we'll place that text up here in the body of our page, and we'll turn it into a link to that PDF document. So let's go ahead and do that again. Let me go ahead and delete this text here. Place our mouse cursor here where it's blinking. We'll go down here and we could say download a PDF document of our policies, and click insert. And that'll place that text with a link to that PDF document right there on our page. That way we could link any words up here to that PDF document. If we'd like to add an image gallery to our page, we can do that by clicking Image Gallery here. And we can just upload multiple images, and it will automatically display a beautiful image gallery on our page. So let's go ahead and click Choose Files. And let me just choose a couple of photos here. And then I'm going to click Open. And then I'll click Upload. And we'll let those images upload to our web server. Okay, great. So now that we've uploaded those images, we'll go down and click Save for our page. And so now when we go down to the bottom of our page, we have this beautiful image gallery showing those images that we've uploaded. And this also works great on an iPad or an iPhone or an Android smartphone. You'll be able to easily view these photos and swipe through them. If you click this little icon down here, you can switch between photos quickly and easily. You also have a full screen view. You could pop the image out to view it by itself. You could play the slideshow. You can pause the slideshow. It's quite a beautiful little image gallery. And basically the way that you display this is just by simply uploading multiple images under the image gallery section. So let's go up here and edit our page again. If we go down here to Image Gallery again, we could also add in a title and alternate text for these images, and that'll appear in our slideshow. So for instance, for church interior, we could say, a beautiful church. Or we could say, look at how clean it is. So this is just for demonstration purposes. So go down and click Save. And so now when we go down here, we'll see our title. Let me go ahead and click the back arrow here. We'll see our title, A Beautiful Church. Look at how clean it is, down here in the toolbar below the bar below our image. And so this way you can give a title and a description of each image for your site visitors. We can also rearrange these images by hovering our mouse cursor over this multi-directional arrow and just dragging our images up or down to reorder our images. We can also remove them by clicking this little remove button next to each image. And if we remove all these images under Image Gallery, then the image gallery will no longer display on our page. And then finally, we can click on audio here, and we can upload an MP3 file. And by uploading that here, you can there will be an audio player, which will allow people to listen to an audio file that you upload. And so this has been a summary of how you create a page and modify the various settings of your page. Let me go ahead and show you a couple of final features here about creating a page on your site. Let's say we'd like to create a subtitle here. I'll just say subtitle so we'll know what it is. You could also choose this, you could choose heading 2 under format, and that'll give it a little bit of a larger font size. We could also create another subtitle and choose heading 3, and it'll be a little bit smaller than heading 2. We go down and save our page. We'll see that subtitle and that little bit of a smaller subtitle. This is a great way to divvy out content on your page, which makes it easier to read, more readable for your site visitors. Now, the final feature I'd like to show you for creating a page on your site is the web form feature. A web form feature allows for you to create user input fields to collect information from your website visitors. So we're going to click on this web form tab up here at the top. And this gives us a really slick drag and drop form builder. So let's say I'd like to create a let's say a registration form, even for children for religious education, where people could sign up. Now, this doesn't give people the ability to pay. Online payment is a whole separate animal to tackle. Rather, this is just for people to be able to type in information or choose options. So let's go ahead and give people the ability to type in some text. So let's choose text field and drag text field over here, and we're going to drop it onto our form. And it creates a text field form here with a title and a little field. Let's click this little pencil icon to edit our new item, and let's give it a different title. Let's say your name. Let's click on the display tab, and we could have the label display inline if we'd like. And what that does is it places the label to the left of the form element. That's called inline. If you chose above, then the label will appear above the element. And if you choose none, the label will not display at all. It'll just disappear. So let's go ahead and choose inline. If I click on validation, we can make this a required field. We could also limit the length of characters, but we're not going to do that. We'll just click required. Now, if we save our web form, because we've added elements to it, it automatically will appear at the bottom of our page. So we're going to click View to view our page. And down at the bottom of our page, we have our form. And we have the label, your name. We have a little red asterisk to denote that this field is required and allows people to type in their name. And then they can click Submit. And once they click Submit, they get this page that has the title of your page with a little message saying, "Thank you, your submission has been received. Go back to the form." So I'm going to click this Go Back to the Form link. And we'll see a message up at the top of our page. It says, "You have already submitted this form. View your previous submissions." And down at the bottom of our page, we still have our form. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on our web form tab here. And then we're going to click on this link up here at the top of our form called Form Settings. And on this page, we can change some settings about our form. So we could change that confirmation message that people receive after they submit our form. So we could say, "Thank you for submitting your child's religious education registration form, exclamation point. So that could be our new confirmation message. And we can scroll down here and we could, instead of going to a confirmation page after someone submits it, you could choose no redirect, rather just reload the current page. And down here we can go under advanced settings and we could uncheck show the notification about previous submissions. Remember how we got that message right after we submitted our form? We could take that off. We could even change the submit button text to say something like submit registration and then click Save Configuration. Now that our form settings have been updated, let's view our page and resubmit that form. And we see our new submit button here says submit registration, as we had changed that text in our form settings. So after we click submit registration, it should just reload this page now with our new custom message up at the top of the page. And so now that we've submitted our form, we have our custom confirmation message up at the top of the page. Thank you for submitting your child's religious education registration form, exclamation point. And now if we click results next to web form, we'll be able to see the submissions that we've received. And here we'll be able to see our submissions. We can see who submitted it, etc. Now because we're logged in, it says test user under user. But normally this will just say anonymous because these will be anonymous users. People are not logged in. If I click up here on table, we'll be able to see a table of what's been submitted. So we can see the submission date, the IP address that's been submitted from, and then the fields that have been submitted. And so we can see that under your name, the first submission was from Carson Weber, then we had John Doe. And we could also download these submissions by clicking the download link here. And we could download them as a Microsoft Excel document, for example. We have some other additional options here. Now, in this screencast, I'm not going to go through all of the options that we have here or under web form settings, but I do want to show you how to have this information be automatically emailed to an email address. So let's click on our web form tab up here, and then on this page, remember, under our form builder, we could create more form elements. So I could drag a text area down here. The text area has multiple rows. We could ask for an email address. We could give people the ability to choose a date. So we have all these different form elements. But let's go ahead and click on this emails link up here to email this information to an email address. So here we can type in an email address here that we'd like to actually have this information be emailed to whenever someone submits this form. So we can type in our email here, and then we can click add to add that email address. And then on the next page, we have lots of different options here for the email that's going to be generated. I'm just going to leave everything exactly the way it is. And I'm going to go down here and click Save Email Settings. Now that these settings have been saved, whenever someone submits this form, the website will automatically email this email address with this subject from this email address. So let's go ahead and test it out. I'm going to go ahead and click View. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here, and I'm going to type in my name. I'm just going to type in Jane Doe. Click Submit Registration. Okay, so we've submitted it. So now an email should have been sent to my email address. And indeed, I did receive an email from St. Mel's from the email address noreply@stmelchurch.org, which was the default form settings that we did not change when we were creating the email. And we can see when it was submitted, and we can see the values that were submitted. So this is a great way to maybe create a simple contact form, or maybe give us feedback form, or whatever you'd like to create. Really, your options are unlimited as to how you'd like to use this particular website feature. Now we've been editing our page quite a bit. We've made quite a few edits. We added a YouTube video, we added some links, some subtitles, an image up here, a form down here. If we click on the Revisions tab, we can see some previous revisions that have been made. We can see when the revision was made and by which user. And we can also compare revisions. So let's take our current revision, how the page exists right now, and let's go down here to this revision. And let's click the Compare button to see what the difference is between those two versions of this page. Here we have our previous version and our current version. So we can see what was maybe deleted and what was added, or what was added and what was not deleted. So we can see the exact changes that were made to our page. If I go up here and click the Revisions tab again, I can revert to a previous revision if I'd like. So I can go down here and choose this version, and I can click Revert to go back to that version of the page. So there we go, we've reverted to an earlier revision. So let's go ahead and click our View tab to see what our page looks like. And this is a version of our page before we had added in our subtitles on the page. And then the final tab up here, the Access tab, we'll cover in a separate tutorial video. The Access tab allows for you to grant other users the ability to edit this particular page, or you could even mark this page as a private page, so anonymous visitors can't view it. But you can give particular users the ability to view the page if you mark the page as private. That way you can make a page such as a page just for your parish council or your pastoral council or your finance council, and you can mark it as private and then create a user called finance council and then give them the ability to view it and or edit it. So this concludes the tutorial video on how to create and edit a page and the various features that you have at your fingertips. So have fun creating your content, and let us know if there's anything we can help you with.